So let's take a few breaths, find our posture, find that effortlessness. And so a lot has happened this week. We've learned new things, we've tried, we've failed, we've succeeded. Been a lot of ups and downs. It's been constantly changing. The winds, the tides, the conditions, your sunburn, how you feel. And amidst all that change, all that fluctuation in the mind and the body, you have remained steady. And what is this you that you're identifying with? And where does it reside? And how is it allowing you to create these experiences? I probed the question the other day about how are we caring for ourselves? And it's very possible that over the course of this week, there has been a shift. There's a shift in our group dynamic. There's most likely also a shift in your dynamic with yourself. And that's really the magic of these types of experiences, is that you get to take it with you. You can go on a trip and leave everything there and go back the exact same person, or you can use the experience to as an opportunity to create this yoga in your life. Tantra is just using every experience as a platform for conscious evolution. That's what Tantra is. The Tantra Yoga movement was started so that we could demystify these practices that were held secret and give this opportunity of self-realization to everyone in every type of experience. So when you're on the surfboard, you're doing Tantra Yoga. When you're doing breath work, you're doing Tantra Yoga. Eating food, taking a shower, every experience is an opportunity to learn and grow. And so what has been the most impactful for you this week? And how can you take that back with you and integrate it into your life as a new way of being? Let's all become aware of our breath. Let's all begin to deepen the breath. Let's begin to focus even more intensely on the breath, allowing it to be the only thought. When you have a thought, come back to the breath. If there's somewhere in your body you can soften the tension to breathe deeper with less effort, find it. Listen to the waves, follow your breath, feel the belly expanding. In this process of becoming, we begin to know who we are. We begin to set boundaries around what is our yes and what is our no. And as we mature, we become unshakable in our convictions. So allow every opportunity in your life to show you a reflection that either works for you or doesn't work for you. So, you're ready to bring your hands into a prayer, bow the head, offer some gratitude for the shift, for the opportunity to be here, for the most mundane moments, for the highest highs, and for the lowest lows. And as we begin to shift out of this space, can we keep this steadiness and this comfort that we have cultivated in our body as we move through warriors, as we move through sun salutations and balancing and back bending? Can we must, I should say, remain in this sthira sukha asanam, this steady, comfortable, seated, mental, emotional, spiritual place. So let's do some breath of fire, pump up the body, and we'll get moving. It's cold today. Let's do it. All right. Let's take a big breath in together and a big breath out. One more breath in, preparing. Full breath out. Half breath in. Let's pump the navel. Halfway there. Good. Take a smooth breath in and an easy breath out. We're going to engage our locks. So lift the pelvic floor, sexual and elimination organs, then pull the ribs in and up, and then tuck your chin. When you need to breathe, breathe. We can slowly start to move the body. And yeah. All right, so let's shift into a tabletop position. Just start to explore the body. You might want to round your low back, shift a little bit side to side. You could drop one forearm at a time. Just be careful not to let your head be completely fallen off your skeleton. We're not turtles. We don't need to have turtlenecks. Yeah, maybe walking the hands off to the right, pulling the left hip back, stretching through the ribs, the armpit, the low back. You can try the other side, hands to the left, pulling right hip back. You can apply a little gentle downward pressure. And back to center. And let's start to cultivate a breath that is steady. And inhale, we can come into a cow pose. Exhale, pressing into cat. Let's do about 20 of these, just finding your breath. Breathing in and out through the nose to warm your body. You could start in your tailbone, or you could start in your head, or you could move your spine as one. Just remember that about 99% of the poses that we do in yoga today were made up in the last century. The process of becoming is as old as time, but these shapes are just designed to help open you up so that you can accept yourself more. Keep breathing, keep moving. Maybe get a wrist stretch in on the next cat and cow. Also try it on the forearms, which I think we did the other day. Last breath or two. Let's come back to center on the hands and knees. Bring our right leg over the left side of our body. Press through the right hand to stretch the right side and look back for that right foot. Two more breaths. Good. Shifting back forward, right foot out to the side. You might walk the hands over a little bit. Just 2 or 3 breaths here. Again, be careful not to let your head fall completely off your spine. Good. Walking back to the center, bringing that right foot forward. Let's just floss a little bit. Our right toes face 12 o'clock. We can shift forward and back. Then you open up about 10 degrees, 20 degrees, shift forward and back. We're slowly opening the right foot, eventually getting it all the way to what would be the 3 on a clock. Just playing with different angles of this right leg as we shift forward and back. Awesome. Same, but different. Bringing our right foot, toes where the knee is, shifting back, shifting forward. Toe comes forward a foot, a toe print, back, forward. And it shifts, back, forward. This nice smooth breath, rhythmic movement. We're slowly moving our right foot up the mat, about one toe to toe mound print at a time. Getting back to where we just were. And then we'll do a little half split. Roll the right leg open and close. You can use a block to support yourself to come up a little higher. Maybe a little circle, a little bit of pressure. Some internal action being on the big toe mound side. Again, just keep moving, don't hold anything yet. Good. Plant both hands, swing this right leg back. So let's feel the difference between super strong in the core, flat back, and then lifting the right leg as high as we can. And then flat back. And up one more time without dropping the chest, flat back. Good. Let's reach back with the left hand for the right foot. Just to play with balance. For 3. Try not to lock out your right elbow. 2. Maybe a little kick into the hand. Good. Release. Nice cat pose, round the back. We'll bring our left leg back and out to the side. Press through left hand, look back for your left foot. Andrew, your left leg goes, there you go, and look over your right shoulder. Can't hear me. Okay. I'll speak louder. Oh, okay. All right. Shifting back, left leg out to the side. Walk the hands to the left. Maybe coming down onto the forearms if you'd like. Just a few breaths. Good. Slowly walking back to center. Coming into this low lunge position, we're flossing the hips. So starting with our foot facing straight forward, shifting back and forward, opening up about 10 degrees. Each time we move forward, we can adjust the foot, the left foot a little bit, open it up a little more. Kind of exploring this range of motion, turning this left foot, eventually trying to have it about 90 degrees turned. Nice. Good. Then coming back, starting with the left foot near the right knee. Now we're doing a lot of work in this right leg. Slowly shifting forward this left foot. Yeah, it's a lot of knee work for the right leg. But you can pour weight into the left foot as you shift back. Or just stay in the right. And Andrew, I'm slowly moving my foot forward. Each time I shift, the left foot comes forward a little bit until we make our way all the way back to high lunge. Sorry, low lunge. Good. When you make your way there, we can find that half split shape. Rolling the leg externally, internally, just loosening up the hip socket. Maybe some out to in circles, small circles. Spend some time on the inside. Nice. Swing that left leg back. Plant the hands. Pull the belly up and in. Feel a nice flat back. Legs not lifted. Then feel what it's like to lift the leg up. Good. Back down 2 more times each position. Don't let your head fall. There you go. Good. Look forward. Step the left foot forward. Step your right foot forward. Sit in a squat at the top of the mat. Good. Shift a little bit side to side. Lean into one foot. Lean into the other foot. You can drive your right elbow into your right knee and plant your left hand and look up for a little twist. You can also put your right hand on the floor. Try the other side. Elbow, knee, hand, knee. Press and twist. All right, let's come back. Pull the belly in, round the spine. Just lift the hips about halfway and stay rounded in the spine. You can hold on to your heels if you want, or tuck the hands under the feet if you wanted an additional thing to try. But we're just keeping the spine rounded to release the low back. Maybe shift a little bit side to side. Keep the belly down on the thighs. Good. Let's slowly start to straighten one leg and then the other. Just walking it out. Shifting weight. Good. Slowly pull the belly in, round the spine as you come up to stand. And let's just stand for a moment with our feet under our hips, our hands by our side, our perfect posture. No locked out knees, no Donald Duck backs. Notice the quality of your breath. Can you breathe with the belly, not the neck? Last 2 breaths. All right, let's bring our hands to a prayer. Remember our intention, this conscious shift that we would like to bring back with us to our everyday lives. Let's breathe in and reach up. And exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Plant the hands, right leg back. Drop the right knee down. Breath in, reach the arms up. Exhale, plant the hands down. Plank pose to downward facing dog. Right leg steps forward, same leg, big split, look forward. Exhale, step, front of the mat. Rolling up to stand. Big sweep and reach, press down. Hands back to the heart. Left side, breath in, reach up, breath out, bow. Halfway lift, Left leg steps back, drop the left knee. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down, back to downward facing dog. Left leg steps forward, big split, breathe in. Step, exhale, top of the mat. Rolling up, breathing in. Exhale, hands to heart. We'll add on. Inhale, right side, reach. Exhale, bow. Halfway lift, long spine. Right leg back. Drop the right knee down, breathe in, open up. Exhale, right hand down, right knee lifted. Breathe in, twisting lunge. Exhale, left hand down. Tuck the back knee. If it's not up, come up for high lunge. One more, drive through the back foot. And plant the hands. Plank pose could be your breath in. Let's lower down as we breathe out. Opening up for cobra, baby cobra, locust, up dog, and downward facing dog. We'll breathe out. Let's take this left leg and thread it behind. Let's take this right leg and thread it behind the left, and then lift your left heel up. So it's like you're doing an IT band stretch, but it's doing it in down dog. It's like normally we would do the IT band stretch here in a forward fold, and we're just trying it in a more down dog shape. Good. Pressing through your left foot, transition, three-legged dog, breath in. Look forward, step with the right foot. Inhale and exhale, forward fold. Rolling up to stand, breathing in. And exhale, back. We'll try it on the left side, breath in. Exhale, bow. Inhale, half lift. Left leg steps back. Low lunge, breath in. Exhale, left hand down, twisting lunge. Knee up or knee down. One more breath here. Dropping the left knee to square off. High lunge, come on up. One more breath, drive through the back foot. And exhale, plant the hands down. Breath in for the plank pose if you want it. Exhale, lowering down your way. Your back bend of choice. And downward facing dog. Left leg will come behind the right leg like pinky to pinky toe. Lift the heel of the right foot. Try to drive through the heel of the left foot. And the left foot's across the body. It's under the right hip. Last 2 breaths. Can bend the left knee a little bit. Stick the butt out. Drive through the fingers. Drive through the palms. Nice. Pressing through the right foot. Release it. 3-legged dog. Exhale, step forward. Big lunge, breath in, and exhale, top of the mat. Roll up to stand. Let's shift on to our right foot, and let's find a tree pose. So we can go kickstanded on the calf or on the adductors. We're trying to open up our left hip. So squeeze the left glute, press the hips forward while pulling the left knee back. Good. Maybe your arms could come up. Maybe your eyes could close. It's just something to challenge yourself here. Good. Let's step back. Keep opening the hips, warrior two. Nice. Ideally, we have a nice deep bend in this right leg. Our arms are forward. That left shoulder is fully rotated back. Belly is in, head is back over the spine. Nice. Turning our right foot forward fully. Roll that right knee externally. Nice. Reach the right arm up and back. Let's find triangle. Press through the right foot, hand on the shin, big open. Nice. We can tuck our tailbone a little bit, squeeze our glutes, lean our chest back. Good, look down at the right foot, sweep the floor until your hands are by your left foot. And sitting at the back of the mat into Skandasana on the left leg. Nice. Turning the right toes to the sky. Good, yeah. Nice. Keep breathing. Good. Shifting to the center. Bind the hands behind the back. Extend the shoulders. Fold forward in a wide-legged forward fold. Good, and release. Keep walking back to the front of the mat. Taking our big breath in here. Plank can be our exhale. Your vinyasa. Finishing it off on the right side, right leg up in the air. Let's bend the knee, open the hip. If it feels good for you, you could turn onto the blade edge of your left foot and let your right foot come to the floor, which has many names. But remember, we got to have that steadiness, that ease in our decisions. When you're ready, look at the left hand, lift the right foot, shift back. Three-legged dog is our inhale. Exhale, step forward. Big breath in, even bigger chest than last time. Exhale, step and fold. Let's come back up to stand. Breathe in. Good, hands to the heart. Let's try it on the left side. Shifting into a tree pose, kickstanded on the calves or on the adductors, or bent in the Bikram method. Good. Open up that right hip. Pull it back. Good. Maybe reaching up, maybe looking up, maybe closing the eyes. Find the low belly, find the foot. Observe where we wobble, where we fall. Nice. Slowly, keeping open, we'll step back into warrior two. I think other leg, sister. Good. Can we close our eyes once we're in our posture? Nathan, try to push your left knee toward me as much as you can. Like push your pinky toe side of your foot down. Nice. Good. Keep breathing. Stay there. 3 more breaths. Can I offer you adjustment? It's like the energetic is this. Do you feel that more here? Good. Last one. Good, moving to triangle. Let's reach up and back first. Stretch the side, exhale, straighten the left leg. You can have a little shorter stance if that feels good. Slight tailbone tuck. That helps me stretch my QL while trying to not collapse in my left side. Not locking out my left leg. Good, we've come back forward to triangle. Last breath here. Looking down at the left foot, we're going to sweep the torso to the back, sitting into Skandasana at the back of the mat. Good. So I truly have doubts as to whether yoga is often claimed to be a moving meditation. And over the 10 years I've taught, I don't see a lot of people in a meditation as they move. I see a lot of people struggling and clenching and forcing and fighting. And I personally enjoy seated meditation the most. I think that's the best part of the class. It's my favorite part to teach. So can you almost like prove me wrong that we can actually find peace while we move? I know I can find it, but I'm encouraging and I want to see you be in peace as you move. Through the challenges, through the struggles. Show me peace, please. Wide leg forward fold. We're going to bind the hands again, this time other thumb on top. So that means you need to breathe. It means you need to be in acceptance, usually smiling slightly. Good. Please. Prove me right. Prove me wrong. Release as you're ready. Walking to our left foot. One more big breath, big arch. Exhale, step forward and fold. Let's widen the feet out, sit down into a squat. So coming back to what I said about Tantra Yoga and how everything and anything can be our yoga practice, maybe the asana flow class really isn't where you find your connection. Maybe it's going for a walk without headphones and walking really slow. Maybe it's in building a project, or whatever you desire can be your path. And you're most likely to stick with a path if you enjoy it. So find what works for you. Find what brings you that unity. And it might not be these made up postures. And that's okay. But it might be. Okay, let's come down onto our butt. Oh, let's find a butterfly and fold into it. You can choose the distance of the diamond. The closer it is, the more it's going to work your inner thighs. The farther it is, the more it's going to work your hamstrings. So you decide. I feel like I need some closeness today, and I like to use the weight of my arms to help me flap my wings, so to speak. Yeah, and then if they're movement, let's stop the movement and just fold forward. Again, not necessarily reaching with the head, but just letting it be a part of the overall curve. We've become such a mental culture that we tend to initiate movement with our head, which is not what you want in life. I can guarantee it. Good. Let's slowly come up, plant the hands behind us, drop the knees in, side to side. Good. Let's come onto our back and do a bridge pose or wheel if anybody wants to do wheel. But for bridge, I'm going to lift my chest up to pinch my shoulder blades and bring my elbows closer to my ribs. That allows me to arch my back before I start the movement. Then I'm going to press up through my heels and my feet and try to puff up my chest. I'm looking at my stomach and I'm watching myself breathe. Good. Slowly we can roll down, upper back, middle back, low back, sacrum. Maybe a little wobble in the hips, or you can even lift the hips up like 2 or 3 inches and drop them back down. It's a nice sort of grounding pelvic drop. And let's do one more bridge or wheel if anybody wants to pop into wheel. Does anyone want me to walk them through it? Okay, let's just do another bridge. Remember to look at your stomach and breathe if the eyes are open. If you are okay with the eyes being closed, that's cool too. There you go, Andrew. Just try to keep pinching your shoulder blades. There you go. Keep doing it. I know you got a lot of muscle in the way. Good. Last 4. Good. Slowly come down. Upper back, middle back, lower back, then the sacrum. Finding whatever release feels good for you. Once you feel like your spine's been neutralized, we can pull our knees into our chest. Give ourselves a hug, maybe even lifting the head, bringing it toward the knees. And rock a little bit side to side. And let's find a nice gentle twist. Dropping the knees to the right. Arms can extend out to both sides. Again, can you stay present? The breath, your intention, not getting lost in your head. Come back to center. Again, neutralize for a moment, flatten the low back, maybe tuck the tailbone slightly, lift up the hips. And we'll drop our knees to the other side. Good, coming back to center. Any final shapes you want to take? Now's a good time. And as you're ready to find Shavasana, Shavasana is ready for you. We can start to take a few deeper breaths. And again, knowing that this stillness is going to end, can you appreciate it a little bit more? The nothingness. Invite a little bit of movement back into the body. Eventually coming up into a seated position. Bring our hands into a prayer and just acknowledge all that we've experienced this week. And how we can take with us these little victories, these little lessons. We bow to ourselves, we bow to one another, this space, this earth, and this gift of life. Satnam. Sorry about the technology challenges. I like to have music.